Hello everybody, welcome back to NC Thrills, and since you guys liked my picks for all the Six Flags parks, what coaster they should get, I'm doing the same thing for SeaWorld today, so here we go. Just like the Six Flags video, I will be starting at the far west coast up in California, and then I'll be working my way through. There are significantly less parks in this chain than there is for Six Flags, but I figured it out. Okay, first park, we got SeaWorld San Diego, and for them, I'm giving them an RMC Wild Moose to replace Tidal Twister. I think this park is fairly family friendly. I'd say it's the smallest out of all of the SeaWorld parks, and so I think an RMC Wild Moose would be really cool. They don't have anything like this anywhere, so it'd be awesome, and I could see them getting this by 2027. As you're going to see for all of these, SeaWorld really likes to invest in their parks, and so they like to put rides in pretty often, and I think their last coaster was Arctic Rescue in like 2023, so I think 2027 would be a good year for this park. Okay, on to Sesame Place, California. This park is pretty new, and just like its counterpart in Philly, they're getting a Gravity Group family wooden coaster. This park has a lot of empty space, and right next to their kids coaster, I think a Gravity Group family wooden coaster would go perfectly, and I could see them getting this in at least 10 years. It could even be a clone of Oscar's Wacky Taxi, and they could call it Oscar's Wacky Taxi. It'd be perfectly fine. I don't think anyone would notice, and I don't think anyone would care, because I've heard good things about that ride. Okay, now we're going to SeaWorld San Antonio, the only SeaWorld park that's labeled SeaWorld that I've been to, and it's kind of a lame pick, but it's very plausible, and I'm giving them a Premier Ride Skyrocket 2. I know, why you gotta give them a Premier Ride Skyrocket 2? Everyone has a Skyrocket 2. Exactly why I'm giving them one. They're the only big SeaWorld park besides Abu Dhabi and Orlando that does not have a Skyrocket 2. So I'm giving them a Skyrocket 2. And I think there's a skinny plot by the lake next to Atlantis. I think that'd be a really good place for it. And it'd be cool. They don't really have a multi-launching coaster there other than Wave Breaker. But that's more for family. So I think a Skyrocket 2 would work perfectly at San Antonio. And since they are getting the B&M Family Invert next year, I say they'll get this by 2030. Okay, now going down to Busch Gardens, Tampa, and I'm giving them a Vekoma flying coaster. This will replace Scorpion and Stanley Falls. Those two attractions left a huge plot of land right next to each other, and I think a Vekoma Flyer in the same vein as FLY at Phantasialand would be really cool. There's only Manta at SeaWorld Orlando, and that's a B&M, and they're completely different. So a launched Vekoma flying coaster with laying down airtime would be awesome for the park and for the country and for the world, because there's only one other. And I think more people go to Florida than Germany. So, yeah, it'd be pretty sick. And I could see them getting this by 2027. There's nothing new coming this year. Their last ride was Phoenix Rising in 2024. So I think 2027 would be a great year for this. Okay. Now, we are going to SeaWorld Orlando. And this is a weird addition, but I think it'd be really cool. And it is an SNS air launch coaster, something like Max Force at Six Flags Great America. These things have incredible launches. I think if the layout was extended, so longer than max force. It'd be a really great ride, and sadly I am taking out Journey to Atlantis. I couldn't find anywhere else to put this. This park is pretty much completely built up, and so whenever a park is built up, you got to remove stuff to add stuff. And Journey to Atlantis has been there for a long time. It doesn't have a good reputation. It's old. It's barely a roller coaster, and so sadly that's the one that's gonna have to go. So an SNS Air Launch though would be much better, in my opinion. It'd be missed for a little bit, and then they'd put in the coaster, and it'd be like, okay, I don't care anymore. Like an incredible punchy launch. They could do something record-breaking. They don't even have to do something record-breaking, but I think it'd be a really cool addition to the park. It'd be like, what the heck, an awesome 1-2 punch with Mako and the air launch. That'd be awesome. But sadly, I don't think it's ever happening. Yeah, they like Journey to Atlantis, and it's an SNS air launch, and I don't think they've ever worked with SNS for a coaster. They have worked with SNS. They get I think they have the swings. They have the swings at most of their parks, so that'd be really cool. Okay, on to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I am giving them an RMC iBox coaster, in between Loch Ness Monster and Pantheon. They're not really short of rides. They have a pretty well-rounded layout. They have some space, and so nothing really has to go. And I think an RMC with Pantheon would be probably the best 1-2 punch in the country. That'd be incredible. Give it something like Iron Gwazi or Airy Force One. That'd be just epic. It doesn't even have to be a hybrid. It could be just all steel. I think this would be incredible. I could see this coming by 2030. They really like Williamsburg. It's a big park. It's busy. It's popular, and I think this would be just a great addition for this park. Okay, we talked about Sesame Place in California. Now we got Sesame Place in Pennsylvania, and I'm giving them a Vekoma Junior Boomerang, putting it in the front of the parking lot. This would be perfect for this park. There's obviously nothing like that. They have a normal full circuit family coaster, kiddie coaster, and they have Oscar's Wacky Taxi. I think this could possibly be the most mild ride in the park. It'd be awesome for the kiddies. Call it Elmo's Elmo coaster. I don't know. Do whatever you want with that. I could see them getting this by 2030. Okay, finally, what you've all been waiting for. We got SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, and because it's in Abu Dhabi, I can really go with whatever I want, and what I want it to do is an Intamin Giga. Yes, an Intamin Giga at the front of the park, and I think they could get it in at least 10 years. Call it Megalodon, and it'd be awesome. And yes, it'd be really cool. I think we all know it'd be really cool. Make it like Super Conda, like double the height of Conda, and just make that the layout. I think that'd be awesome. I wouldn't recommend that, but if they did do that, I think we'd all know it'd be epic. But yeah, those are my picks for what I want for every SeaWorld park. A lot shorter video than the Six Flags because there's a lot less parks. So that means that when I do the Herschend video, it's going to be a lot shorter too. Okay, again, hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like on that video. If you want to see more, I do my park rankings. I'm trying out my Versus series and obviously this. So if you like these videos, give me a subscribe, please. That'd be really cool of you, and you can be an OG whenever I make it big. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Peace out.